measurements. We have the millimeter, which is very small, like an ant. And we have the centimeter, which is 10 times bigger, the width of your fingertip, for example. So the centimeter is bigger than the millimeter. Now the meter now is bigger than the centimeter. All right. And the kilometer is bigger than the meter. So the kilometer is the biggest. All right. So let's go back again. You have a millimeter. You need 10 millimeters to make a centimeter. So the centimeter is bigger than the millimeter. Now you have a meter. You need 100 centimeters to make a meter. So the meter is bigger than the centimeters. And you need 1,000 meters to make a kilometer. Look at there. 1 kilometer is like from one village to the other, or one place to the next, like Whitchurch to Astafans. Okay, you need 1,000 meters. All right, a meter is like a guitar, but a kilometer is like Whitchurch to Astafans. So the kilometer is the biggest. So remembering that now, it says units getting bigger, less of them, so divide. So when the units getting bigger, you have to divide. So the units getting bigger from millimeters to centimeters, you divide by 10. Centimeters to meters, you divide by 100. Meters to kilometers, you divide by 1,000. Now we say when units getting smaller, more of them, so you multiply. So from kilometers to meters, you multiply by 1,000. From meters to centimeters, you multiply by 100. From centimeters to millimeters, you multiply by 10. So let's do exercise 7E, number 1B. It said change 2 millimeters. Change 2 millimeters. So we have centimeters, 2 millimeters. So from centimeters, okay, 2 millimeters. Okay, so we're starting with centimeters and we're going 2 millimeters. So we're going to get smaller. We're going from bigger to smaller. So we multiply. 2 millimeters, we have to multiply. From centimeters to millimeters, we multiply and multiply by 10. Okay, multiply by 10. Okay, so in part B, we have 16 centimeters. 16 centimeters. Okay, and we're going to change that now to millimeters. So from centimeters to millimeters, we have to multiply by 10. So that would be 16 multiply by 10. Okay, and that would be equal to 160 millimeters, right? 160 millimeters, because we're going from bigger to smaller. We're getting smaller. Once you get in smaller, you multiply. So from centimeters to millimeters, multiply by 10, 16 centimeters, that's 160 millimeters. Okay, think about it. You have 16 centimeters. 16 centimeters. You need 160 little millimeters to make up the 16 centimeters. That's what it's all about. Okay, so that's why we have to multiply by 10 if we have to change from centimeters to millimeters. So please write this down. Take out your notebooks, your exercise books, and write this down. So first write down exercise 7E, number 1, part B. And write this down. It says from centimeters to millimeters, you multiply by 10. And please take a careful look at the diagram. As you can see, when you are going to smaller, from bigger to smaller, you multiply. Centimeters is bigger than millimeters. Okay, so we need more millimeters to make up the centimeters. Remember, 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. To make up a centimeter, you need 10 millimeters. To make up 2 centimeters, you need 20 millimeters. Okay, you seeing it? 20 little millimeters to make up 2 centimeters. So if you have 16 centimeters, you need 160 millimeters to make up 16 centimeters. Okay, so just remember, from centimeters to millimeters, you multiply by 10. So write this down. Good, and write down 16 centimeters is equal to 160 times 10, 16 times 10. That will give us 160 millimeters. 16 centimeters is equal to 16 times 10, which is equal to 160 millimeters.